Then he pulled me by my freaking waist when no one's watching and suddenly kissed me on my lips. My soul almost jumped out because of shock. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have more Reddit stories to read and some of them are quite chaotic. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. This boy acting weird. I saw someone on here complaining about the quality of Singapore girls on dating app and I just want to share my experience and see what this sub has to say about it. I'm 23 female and he's 26 male. We started seeing each other during our final year Sem 1 and after Sem break he started acting weird, like taking forever to text me back for simple questions, plus minus 2 days for a reply. So I guess he's not interested or something and I deleted our chat after he didn't reply for 4 days lah. I mean, there's so many reasons why someone would take forever to text you back, right? And if it's like 4 days, how do you know if he's not sick or if he has like other commitments or he's with family or if he's just busy with whatever? I feel like you should wait for him to tell you the reason or like maybe double text him and see what's going on before, deleting the chat. But okay, let's see where it goes.
One eternity later.
Then our semester started already and we are busy. Then he texted me 1 month later saying he missed me and he didn't realize it's been 4 days since I texted him. Then I told him texting is important and low maintenance. Doesn't mean need to communicate like that.
Huh?
See what I mean? I think like my theory is right that girls prefer texting and men prefer just like talking in person. Because girls, right, we overthink so much. Like if you didn't text back in a few days, if you didn't use emoji, we think you're mad. If we overthink, everything is in the head, and then we do stupid shit like blocking people, deleting chats. Then we meet up one more time, and he starts doing the same shit, taking forever to text back. So I try to mirror him, and take days to reply. Right? It's so frustrating and brain dead to be texting like that.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh my god, I'm cringing a little bit on the inside because I have done this thing before. I have done this thing before where like when I text someone I like and if they take a long time to reply me, I will take the same exact long time to reply them. So if they take 4 days to reply me, I'll take 4 days to reply them. Just so that I don't seem needy to reply fast. Because I'm a fast texter and I don't want them to be like, hey, you reply fast means like what? You must really like me or something like that. So okay, I low-key get it. But now that I see it from a third person perspective, it's kind of stupid. So I tell him I don't want to continue, said he's not the same person as we first met. He just say okay. But then after our semester ended, one day I got drunk and started drunk texting him. And then I've been bothering him every few weeks. Because I was horny, sent him pics and stuff. He enjoys it.
You what?
But every time I ask him to meet, he say no.
Another one.
Can someone tell me if there's something I did wrong from this information or if he's just not interested in me anymore? Oh my god, honestly, I think if anything, this girl is acting weird too. They are both weird. In my humble personal opinion, if someone likes you as much as you like them, you can feel their energy. You can feel like they'll make time for you, they'll text you fast back, and if they're busy, they'll tell you that they're busy and they'll text you back whenever they can. But if like someone is like a bit too relaxed and they're only here when they enjoy it, when they have free time, and then they're gone when it's convenient, I feel like it's just you. And this one-sided relationship thing, and you need to move on. Also, the moment OP started to send him pics and stuff, and he enjoys it, he's enjoying it in like a lasty way. He's not enjoying it as in like a companionship way. Like, men are very simple. You send them nudes, and they will see you in a different light. They'll see you as someone who can help them get their release, not someone who they can wife out, not someone they can like make a girlfriend of. This comment is so funny. From the start, he is not interested. He sees you as a sexual object, nothing more. I'm sure he has other side chicks he needs to take care of. That's why the slow is like, oh. Damn! Texting is the easiest thing you can do. And to take days to reply, does he think his customer service taking 3 working days to reply? All in all, find a dude who sees you for you. You without make us.
Huh?
You making silly sounds and noise, you being the dog, the person in your own skin, not the person you want the person to see because that's good for him. Clock it. Okay, this next story is kind of interesting. So, question for girls and guys who are friends. To what extent do y'all have a boundary? I have a girl best friend and we are both super close. We play fight completely okay with each other's touch. put our arms around each other, and sometimes hold hands when we walk around.
Wait a minute!
And way more. Way more? As romantic as this all seems, take it that we are like brother and sister, cause I swear it's hard to convince the general masses that it's all platonic. But trust me when I say it is.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
We went out about 2 weeks ago and just sat at the playground late at night after our day. Suddenly our convo led to addressing the elephant in the room. Would we date each other? I mean, not gonna lie, there has been a lot of dating accusations we have had thrown at us for years, and one of my brothers asked me what was the difference between our friendship and an actual relationship. And I legit couldn't answer. But there's no love, right? But I was too coward to admit sometimes I do think about it. I played it cool, and I guess judging from my answer, she said she doesn't think about me that way too. Don't get me wrong, okay? I do not like her and I'm not in denial. But both of us suddenly got moody. ASL's what? Got moody because we realized that our future partners would not approve of this at all. Exactly, my head was already like, okay, you guys touch each other all the time. How's your future partner gonna react, right? But okay, he addressed it. That's good. And that's totally valid. But I will be so sad to let her go. So I had a crazy idea of what if I force myself to like her so we can date and still be best friends.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Which is something I will not be doing, trust me, but I sometimes feel like I wanted to. If I wanted to, I probably could. So what the hell is force myself to like her? How do you force yourself to like someone? It's no surprise that my friends always make fun of me for it. But I really do not care for what any of them say. My friend group, 4 guys, 2 girls, always got something to say about her one. They think it's sus that we have no friends in between and it's just the 2 of us. Oh, as in the friend group thinks that it's sus that they have no mutuals and it's just them 2. I've also been questioning if what we do is normal, which leads back to my initial question. To those who are friends with the opposite gender, where do y'all draw the line? My fellow brothers, do share your experiences. Personally, I can't relate because even with my female friends, we don't even hold each other's hands, we don't even touch each other that much, we don't even put our arms around each other. So it's even harder to imagine doing that with like a opposite gender friend, unless I like them. Okay, this comment says, when do you meet your girl best friend? If you both met when y'all are really young, you might be experiencing the 𝑊 effect, of which you guys have a very strong sexual disinterest with each other as if y'all are siblings. So I guess the boundaries are similar to a sibling. Ignore or just shrug off your other friends. They do not know the full story of both of your relationships. On the other hand, future partners will be very likely questioning your friendship, of which I feel that your exclusive relationship with your best friend has to end. Being still friends is fine, but the priority will have to go to your partner. Of course, if you had met your girl best friend very early in life, you can try explaining that to your partner. OP says, we met on the last year of primary school. Though we were from different schools, we hung out by ourselves outside. Thanks for the advice, and I never knew about the 𝑊 effect. I looked it up and it's quite interesting actually. Okay, what is it? Let's look it up. Theory that people who grow up closer together in early childhood develop a natural sexual aversion to each other, preventing incest and promoting outbreeding.
Damn!
Okay, my take on this is, I think it's sweet. Like having a childhood best friend that is opposite gender or even same gender, and you guys are this close without having to feel like sexually attracted to each other or even romantically interested in each other. I think it's an interesting connection which not many people have. But that said, I feel like when they get into a relationship, they might have to tone down the touching feeling things, because I would find it hard as a potential interest of one of them to accept that their opposite gender best friend is touching them as and when they like. Okay, this other story is there anyone else in Singapore struggling to date because you're not the beauty standard or minority? I wasn't sure whether to tag this as a question pod or asking for advice, but I wanted to see if there are others in Singapore, especially female, who haven't had any success in dating because you're not the beauty standard. I'm far from it. Not only am I unfortunately Indian, but I'm tall, 170 cm, and I think my traits have to be the most bottom of the barrel things any guy would look for in this country. I'm not even the beauty standard of being underweight because my BMI is just normal. Wait, since when is the beauty standard being underweight? Also, the part I think it's kind of sad that she says she is unfortunately Indian and tall. There's always someone out there for everyone. I've seen like mixed race couples in Singapore, like Chinese man and an Indian girl, or like a Malay guy and an Indian girl. You just need to believe, have faith that they're looking for you at the same time you're looking for them. I've always assumed I would date within my own race, even though I like guys from all races. But it's so when you're 9% of the country's population and the pool is insanely minuscule. It's another issue that some guys in my race usually prefers brown girls who are more cultured. But I'm not religious in the slightest and have no interest in it. I feel so embarrassed that at my age, most girls in Singapore seem to be super experienced with having a lot of relationships, and I haven't even held hands with a guy romantically and I'm in uni. The most interest I've gotten from guys here is that they would have sex with me, but that's just it. They made it explicit that they wouldn't date me. Aww. If I could, I wish I was like there to give her like a virtual hug or something, because that is so sad. I fall for any guy who talks to me in real life quite easily, but I get nervous at the idea of confessing to them or asking them in fear of rejection or being insulted that I would dare to like them.
Wait a minute!
It stems from a time in my life when I was in sex school and was the only Indian person in my school. I had a crush on a guy, and when people found out, they insulted me and mocked me because an Indian liked him best.
NANI?
Honestly, I think most of this kind of racism things that happen in secondary school or primary school, I think they came from our parents. Probably when you're a kid and you see how your parents react to other races, especially since Singapore is like so homogenous, is that a word? Like there's like a mix of so many cultures, Angmo, Indian, Chinese, Malay. It's so easy to just look down at another race or think that you are the better race because you're the majority. And unfortunately, sometimes it translates, like it trickles down to your kids because they see every day how you react to other people in public, and then they follow your behavior, not knowing that it might be like bad, not knowing that it might hurt someone around them. So I do feel really bad for the girl who had to go through this. Is there anyone who can relate to these struggles or somehow manage to find a way to go about it? I'm even too embarrassed to use dating apps because I don't want guys on it to think I'm so unlovable and disgusting that I couldn't pull a man naturally. Sorry if this is too long and emotional. I haven't been able to. It's normal to feel like you missed out, but I don't think that you should punish yourself for not trying hard enough, for being unappealing to the masses because you're not able to land anyone in your younger age. I feel like she's still young, right? She's what? In her uni, which means she's probably 20 or 21, 22. She is so young. There's so many so many years to it where you can find a man who likes you for your height, your race, for you just being you. Just because she's stuck in Singapore because she's Singaporean Indian doesn't mean that she's limited to Singapore. She can still look for it online, dating, across the country, long distance if that's what she's into. So rather than rushing yourself into fulfilling an obligation to make yourself feel better, like if you're trying to rush into dating just to feel appealing, I feel like you are in the wrong headspace because you are just courting trouble, right? You're just asking for a heartbreak when your heart is not ready to like fall in love with them when you are ready, or to fall in love with them on your own terms instead of like falling in love to feel less bad that you are single. Let's read the comments. I'm going to be honest with you, and it might sound tough, but I think it would help. The first thing you need to work on isn't dating, it's how you see yourself. Right now, the way you talk about yourself is doing more harm than your race, height, or BMI ever could. If you don't believe you're desirable, worthy, or lovable, people will pick up on that energy. Not because they are cruel, but because confidence, or the lack of it, shows up in how you carry yourself, how you interact, and what you tolerate. Your self-concept sets the tone for how others treat you. There's also no deadline you are missing. Being in uni and not having dated doesn't mean you're behind, broken, or less than. Everyone's timeline is different even if it doesn't look that way from the outside. As for dating apps, they're not a sign of being unlovable. If anything, they are a tool to practice being comfortable owning who you are. You choose your photos, you write your story, and you decide what you value and what you're looking for. That's not desperation, that's agency. You're not the bottom of the barrel, you're just stuck in a loop of comparing yourself and internalizing old wounds that were never about your worth to begin with. There's only one you, but if you keep putting yourself down, no relationship is gonna fix that for you. And another point I want to add is like, It doesn't mean you did a lot, means more experience means you will get better at it, or that you'll find someone better because of your past experience. If you can't cope with it, you're just gonna struggle with the trauma, and it's gonna carry on to your next relationship. So you have to be really careful about who you chose as your dating partner, because I think they will ultimately change or shape the way you think about your next relationship or yourself even. Okay, now all the heavy relationship, chaotic relationship stories aside, we have success stories. I feel I'm living inside a rom-com and I didn't consent. MLM edition. Okay. I didn't even know where to start, so this is going to be a love dump because my brain has been malfunctioning ever since. Ever since P3, there's this really cute guy in my class in primary school that I've been head over heels with. My 9-year-old self clearly knew what I was getting into when crushing on him. His cute brown eyes that I can't resist, his gorgeous smile, his personality of being this sweet and cute guy. Ooh, I wanted him so badly. Although I knew I liked him, I was closeted at that time.
Wait a minute!
So yeah, I gaslighted myself into thinking, oh, it's just puberty being weird. Boy, how wrong I was. Wait, closeted means what? Means he is a guy? They didn't mention their gender. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Had to throw some curveballs, and he moved to a different school about a year later. Him and I were friends, so we thankfully kept in touch frequently through WhatsApp chatting. After O-levels, we've been spending a lot of time together lately, mostly gaming together, mostly doing nothing, mostly just existing in the same space, and somehow we always end up close. Not in a loud way, just there. In November one day, we hung out and it rained the whole day, and without thinking, he shifted the umbrella completely over me, stepped closer, and walked with his arm basically around my shoulder.
Oh, look, dude!
I told him he was getting wet and he just shrugged and said it's okay, like it genuinely didn't matter. He kept adjusting the umbrella every time I moved, like muscle memory. I couldn't help but stare at those brown eyes of his. We watched a movie after that and the theater was almost empty when we were there. I leaned on him first, then at some point he moved, so I was leaning into him instead. He rested his chin on my head, his hand on my arm, tongue brushing back and forth like it was the most natural thing in the world. When I moved, he moved with me. When I got comfortable, he stayed completely still. Dang, this is making me feel so good. Afterwards, while I was talking and not looking at him, he kissed my cheek. Just once, quick, soft. I froze and he laughed because apparently my face went bright red. He didn't apologize, didn't explain. He just smiled like he knew exactly what he was doing.
Damn!
He also told me right there and then, so I really think you're really adorable when you're beside me. I just gave a quick nod, oblivious to whatever he said because I was so taken aback after that kiss on the cheek. Hello. Aww. Another day, we were walking through a crowded place and he reached back, grabbed my hand and pulled me along without even turning around. He didn't let go until we were somewhere quieter. Later when I asked why he did that, he said so you wouldn't get lost. And he also did the sidewalk rule when we were on the way home. How sweet, bruh. Okay, in case you guys don't know, the sidewalk rule is that a gentleman usually walks on the outer side of a sidewalk where there's cars and when it's like dangerous, and then the lady takes the inner side. So that's the sidewalk rule. Even after those years when we were apart in different primary and secondary schools, he still remembers everything. When I'm tired, when I haven't eaten, what makes me stressed, if I look drained, he'll pat the seat next to him and say come, like it's a given. If I'm cold, he moves closer. If I'm quiet, he checks in softly instead of asking what's wrong. We called one night and he said very casually, you know, you could very well be a good boyfriend.
Oh my god!
No. So I was right, because he mentioned closeted. So I guess this is a boys' love, guys. This is a boys' love romance. Then laughed like it was a joke. It absolutely was not a joke. Yesterday we went out again. He brought me to the park where we used to always play at when we were primary 3. He confessed and he had made a little notebook full of my pics I sent him from our chat over the years, along with a bouquet of Lego flowers. Then he pulled me by my freaking waist when no one's watching and suddenly kissed me on my lips. My soul almost jumped out because of shock. Will you be my favorite hello and hardest goodbye? Will you be my chaos to my calm? Was all it took to say yes to him. to. He's so irresistible. Oh my god. I think I'm screwed, but honestly, I don't even mind. Well, guess who's the boyfriend now? Yeah.
Stop, you're making me blush, dude.
Break down your emotions for me.
This is definitely a rom-com. I feel like I'm reading the subplot of like a K-drama movie. Like I feel like some director out there who sees this Reddit in Korea is gonna write down the notes. Gonna be like, jot that down real quick. This comment says bro is definitely the bottom. Oh my god, I'm gagging. And then this other comment was like, the heck, the whole entire time I was waiting for the multi-level marketing twist and was instead fed a whole lot of sweet romance. I was confused, but at least I'm well fed. Also, MLM is not multi-level marketing, it was men love men. I hope you guys liked today's read. Comment, like, subscribe if you want me to read more of these kind of stories, and if you have any particular stories you want me to react to, you can drop it down in the comments or Instagram or TikTok or wherever. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.